Overflow pipe.
I will see the live later on. I will not know what was the sound.
So then where's your hair? You didn't even know what the sound was. Are you all there? Hi. Did you need to know the sound that was there? There's no intent to scare anyone. Oh, there are. So what kind of horror were you trying to do? You know the serious of the world. You know what horror you know what horror is. Words are. Oh well. Did you hear that one called you a psych? 0 die. Called you a psych. Oh, did you watch that one? And that's horror. You call myself the equivalent of Mr. Bates. Sir Alfred Hitchcock wrote. What I was. The word psycho was heard. They said it. The man's a wall. The man's got. They have problems inside. Psycho. They can't cure it. We won't know why. So behind the bar. Behind the bar. Behind the wall. What you do behind the bar? I can only pour water. So, behind the door, you were to call and shout, oh. Well, I won't trust having a walk with you. You were to turn around and put the hand through the room. Yes. You must stay alone or you'll. What's the predict? How long you got? Yeah. To anyone who's got any concern, they may not see the rest of whatever moves are inside. Take care, stay well. Take care wherever you are. And then you can see the side of the person. They have used those words. So they were trying to correct with another word, but that becomes an obvious. That becomes an obvious person to calculate within a second. You tried to cover what you said. Did you know?
I would say so. With a zero. You tried to cover coherence. You tried to cover what you have said there and then. Did you know? Sorry, pal. You try to cover it with another word, but it becomes an obvious thing to say. You need to think quicker with words that will cover what you have then used. Sensitive talk. How to put another or a zero, not the vowel. What can you... The eye will go to where you will know. Will notice whether the eye made a left or a right. We'll sit down and give you the calculate. We saw it go inside. We saw it go around. That was doing the 360. The body was not. The body was just... The body was zero. No, the body was two. The body was four. You did not do a 360. The eye could not see. I saw it go down. Give me a 3. Do not put it on the high, because I will not take that. I do not do that vowel. It's not for yes, how. But then you would have said yo. And then that would give you, you are not going to take that to any kind of thoughts. Because you said yo. So everything that's all. I got all what you got. That belongs to one. Because then you have used the word. There's a no inside. It was a consonant. I heard it. It wasn't a vowel. Why? You should have put the finger on. You should have had quicker. They gave you an inside. No, know what we're going to do with you, sir. Everything's now. It belongs to you. It belongs to you. It's all you. You see that, right? You're going to have to look at the other side. You're going to have to look at you and why. What's the other side to you there? What would you see? I see nothing. I see one that will turn around and say it's all yours. Ah, but it's not yours then. That's the word that's not going to... I was, thank you. That's the word that's not going to make sense then. That's the word that's not going to generate. That's the word that's not going to go inside. What belongs to you does not belong to I. It belongs to everyone else. It belongs to pie. It belongs to the pie that you gave with the fruit. It wasn't an orange, it was blue. It was red, it was green. No, it wasn't. You were seen. The Drew one turned round. Drawn. They wanted to turn to Nancy, but Nancy could do no. They had been sent on an order. They had been given no paper. They were to now write the words of every why. Because there's a lot of cash in what you want. Good night. We'll cover it later. Did you get the bright shiny one? Or did you get your piece of paper? You got a print on it. What does that print say? It says that you're not going to sign it. You're not going to sign it. Why? Because that's not the pay. That's not the route. That's not the drive. That's not the suit. That's the high. What's the high? Well, everyone will have a high. Everyone will have high. That means everyone must have a drug. whether they have taken one or not. They must have taken. Why? Because you were showing a good side. Because now you're in a not so minus. It's a plus. It's positive. It's the wires. Ah, that's the purpose. So you're going to go through the same talk, all your jewelry. The 4 years, the same words. Hey. I've seen a weak side to you. No, because you might take it around and say the one that you could say that was not going to hurt might not now have another side and find out your no. They have been quietly working on the inside. Yeah, we just pick it up and say, alright. Why? Well, one can hear it when we're trained. Behind the scenes, behind the rain. It was all there. You saw it. It had core. Why would we not know? You are using the weeding. What credit have you got? 0. 0. Go! And then you see the other side to you. It was you. It was you. Because you said alright to one of those nerds. Now you will turn to one. You are right. You know why? I have seen it. I have seen it. It was your pie. It had fruit. It didn't have a berry. It was blue. It didn't have a cherry. I want the cheese and onion. That's the only one that's going to make sense. You do know now you can get your halal, the halal one. Why not? And then you would know that, well, you would know it was one of those days. You were not to say that, Wasif Ali. It was either that or the skin and the flesh. It was either that or the bone. Well, you have eaten that kind of one since you were old. You would deny it. You would deny it, would you not? You would say, I only had a piece of paper. That tasted good to us, sir. A piece of paper rather than a piece of... Salad's very good for you, my friend. My nephews are not eating the veg. They decided to use a pro-est. It was the piece of paper. We like that. We won't like that green thing there. So you'd rather eat the piece of paper than the green thing in there. Yeah, I won't say. Oh dear. They didn't make you the chicken nuggets you wanted. Oh no. Here. To eat the veg. How can one give answer? You know the reason? It tastes so good where maybe it's age, maybe we grow old. Why would that taste have increased in the thing that one would not cook? You know how to cook. You are not going to use the hand. You are not going to use the... the other thing that does kind of what the other one won't. What will you use? You'll have to break the pieces and fry it like that. You'll have to prove that you have learned how to work where everyone else can. And that's the end of the word. That's the end of the quote. That's the end of the sentence. That's all. That's all. That's all. That's all. So can I get an answer from what you were doing there? If the brain can't talk to the brain inside you, then how would you get a way to get you to talk to yourself again, sir? It's been blocked. There's an inside channel. There's a wire inside somewhere. What needs to get out? I need to hear what I say to my own self inside. So you won't deny you were gone. Bye-bye. So you were a psych concern. You were psych zero. Mr. Beige, one I want to turn to. Our daddies want us care. They do care so well that we would not want to understand that. So, we would not want to put an all to a purpose. We would not want to know. You see, in our old days, they said the tear to the eye was a sign that you could not hide. The sign that that was not power. The chest was beaten with a lead pipe with the kids that we brought down. That was the way that we were given the answer. A tear to the eye means that we could not pick a piece of pie. We cannot go inside the throat and calculate new. What would you calculate to? You calculate to. You would always calculate to. Why? Because anyone to bring a tear was a sign that you could not pick. The way. You could not pick that way. You could not pick that size. You could not put your arm down and throw it. Why? Because you brought a tear to the eye. Because that then put down the chestnut to have been hit with a crow bar. With the lead pipe, you were not beaten at every side. The mirror was placed on the right. The mirror was behind. The mirror was 22 degrees. Because you could not cry means you were weak. Because you were not given pain. Because it was not squeezed. We are talking about your thigh. We are talking about the knee. And then you get the correct answer. Because now you are the knee, sir. All you needed was to show a bit of, and you got it. You got the award you always wanted. What was the award you would want? The knee. Well, all the ladies like you now, sir. Proud of you. You've done myself a... You got it. You got it. You got what we always wanted. We will not salute ourselves. Because then we would bow down to you rather than the creator that was in the thoughts. Whoa. Whoa. Why? Because that's what you wanted. You do not fear the Lord that created you one day. You have no fear because you will want man to put down their knee. You would want that. create, to say, hey, you would want oneself to put oneself on the knee, on the ground, to say, you are the Lord. You are our God. Then you have turned to the bad side boy. You created the world, then you would have to write the way that you created everything around. And you must prove it. You must not build the wall. You must not build the yard. You must not build the guards. You must build a person. We've got a few gone. You're going to have to create, sir. We want that one back. They were down, out. You say you are the Lord. You say you are our God. Then create, sir. We will not portray before yourself. We will not put down our knee and say that you are well. You should not have used that. When you have turned to the God of the world and everyone will bow down, please prove it. Please prove you are. Please prove you are the God, the Creator. We need to know. It takes our soul. The way it was, every bird in the world would bow down to you, sir. That was the dream one night. It wasn't a part of the pie. You weren't in a pool then. What was your other side? What was the other side? Even the devil never give that thought. Even the Satan, the 666, never said that one was God. So you can even put down that you were the devil, that the devil was ye. Even the devil said no. So why would we? Because that gives a thought to 666. They'll put you in hell and I'll sit down and bake a cake. We'll fry spring rolls on the side. I see the words. I see the right. I know what the words were. Pie. Pie. The words are there. I see it. I see it. They quotes, they writes. They are easy. So it's not just a wife. It's all done on purpose. You can see that there's a proven piece of paper and there's nothing else known. But how would you do it without anything to see? Where would you see it? I won't see your knee. Poet, 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 poet. Where was the hand and where was the... to it?